vantage point of Financial Times, how has the global perception of the American Southeast shifted in the last 2 to 5 years?
Yeah, I'd say quite a bit. At one point, and for a long time, the South was known as somewhere that was affordable. It was going to be cheap land and it was going to be cheap labor, and you need to locate in the South for those two things. Those two things aren't necessarily true anymore. There's actually been more competition from other Midwestern states that say, hey, we also have land. Hey, we also have labor. So the South, the perception of it has changed that companies are still choosing the South, but it's not because of those things. It's about strategic locations. It's about infrastructure that it's in place. It's about governments that work well with communities, that work well with each other. Because if you're a foreign company, you don't understand there's local government, and then there's a utility, and there's a local utility, and then there's who's providing the power overall, and then there's the state, and so on and so forth. So it's a lot of people that have to work in unison, and the South is very good at that. Supply chains have been put together, and then another thing that I guess it would be more an opinion based on conversations, would be that coming out of the pandemic, you say 2 to 5 years, I think 5 years ago
Hmm.
was 2021. There were a lot of states that weren't letting business really happen. How a company would have wanted to happen at that point. Whereas the southern states were wide open for business by that point. And I think it drove a lot of people to kind of understand, like, well, this might be more business friendly for me. Business friendly is a term that's thrown around way too often. Last week at Select USA, I heard every state say that they were the most business friendly state. And I'm like, what does that mean? I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
I asked ChatGPT, what does a business friendly mean? But to me, it means you work well with business. You try to encourage business to happen. You not too many things in permitting and different timelines that are just stretching stuff out. So the South will always have that advantage, in my opinion.